What is happening, guys? JP McDaniel here, bringing you another episode of MLG's NOS Performance Pro Tips. Today I'd like to share with you an incredible ZVZ opening from DongRaeGu as he takes on Leenock from the 2011 MLG National Championships.
There are a couple different openings in this matchup, such as Hatch First and Quick Roach, but today we're going to be looking to see how DRG does it with his incredibly fast Speedling into Baneling / Expo. This build is designed to keep your opponent contained in his base with the early Ling speed while you drone back at home and have the potential Baneling threat always there. First, let's run through the how and then we'll get to the why afterwards. Drone up to 9 and make an Overlord, then of course drone up to 10 and make 3 more drones until 13 supply, and with that 13th drone, go ahead and make an extractor to start mining gas. Make another drone, and then of course at 13, you're going to want to make your spawning pool. Make sure to switch 3 drones over to mine gas when that extractor is complete, and also drone up till 15 and then make that all-important Overlord. When your spawning pool finishes, immediately research Ling speed, make a queen, and produce Lings. Keep the drones mining the gas. This is very important. Continue to make Lings until you have around 12 and you spawn larva with your queen on your main hatchery. And if you see your opponent doesn't have Ling speed, start to drone quite heavily. The second you see your opponent move out, you want to start making Lings. This is very, very important. And you can spot this by having Overlords placed throughout the map. Another very important thing to do. At around 22 supply, you'll have 300 minerals to work with. Use this to drop a second hatchery at your natural. Also, make sure once you reach 50 plus gas to pull your drones off and put them to work mining minerals. Make a second queen around 4 minutes and 45 seconds and add on your Baneling nest around 5 minutes and 25. The reason I'm saying times and not supply is because you might lose a couple of Lings and your supply is never going to be exactly the same at this point in time. Transfer over some drones to your natural to make sure you're mining from both bases when that hatchery finishes. Also, get a spine crawler to help focus down any oncoming Banelings from your opponent. Remember to leave a couple Banelings at home in case any Zergling run-bys occur. I cannot stress how important this is and how many times pro players, average players, scrubby players have lost because they simply just did not have anything to defend with at home. Now let's talk about the why. This build is very poke-based and really comes down to unit control. If you find yourself having poor unit control and losing because of it, use this build to practice and do not get too upset even if you dropped a couple of games. Easier said than done, right? Just continue to play, always queue up, and always work on your unit control. You see here that DongRaeGu never really overcommits with his Lings outside his opponent's base. He's just keeping his opponent contained because he does have speed on his Zerglings and his opponent does not. Back at home, he's producing drones, and while his opponent is not, he's getting a bigger economy because of it. Alright guys, remember the 3 things you can take away from this gameplay are: Number 1, try to time your build as close to possible as what DRG did here. He cuts corners because it's very important for him to get Ling speed done before his opponent because he can go home and produce drones back at his base while keeping his opponent in check at his base. Number 2, remember to poke your opponent and never overcommit. Always working on unit control and always spreading Overlords across the map to see any oncoming attacks or Baneling morphs outside your base. Number 3, always remember to leave a few Banelings and additional units back at home so your opponent cannot do a counterattack and throw you for a loop.
Alright guys, that wraps it up. Hope that was helpful. I'm JP McDaniel. We'll see you guys next time here for the NOS Performance Pro Tips.